Good afternoon, everyone. Fine Tuesday afternoon. Idalou, Texas. The Shallow Water Mustang JV team takes on the Idalou JV team. About to get started here. It's like Gavin Garato's going to lead us off. Beautiful weather today. Oh my goodness.
No doubt.
It's mid 60s, nice little breeze, sunny. And here we go with the first pitch.
Jared, I'm going to let you talk while I send the link out to everybody I need to and finish setting up.
Lance, I always say my job's the easiest. You do all the work. Ball one there.
All right.
1-0 to G. Good fastball right there on the outside corner. Delayed call, strike one. Ball down in the dirt. Got the Shallow Water softball team playing behind us today.
Oh, yeah. If it's anything like last year, you're going to hear that all game long.
I love their chants. You know, they play the game different.
G
Good
hammers
turns
that
on that one.
Left field.
Over the head of the left fielder, hits the ball. 2 hops to the ball, and he's standing on second base. Good job there.
Man, he hammered that one. Just didn't have the height to get out of here, but I think it might have had a chance if it was hit higher.
Wind's blowing a little bit in on left, but that was hammered.
Yeah, straight tattooed by G.
It's going to bring up Manning. Nobody out. See if coach is bunting here or not. Would hope not. Manning seems to be swinging a hot bat as usual.
First pitch.
Takes a strike on the outside corner. This umpire
Yeah.
delayed on the
I
strike.
was like, he's going to call that a strike, isn't he?
You have to wait a little bit. Expect Manning to do some damage here. He's been doing it all year.
And chops that one foul down the third base line.
Just a little bit out in front of it. Seeing it good, though.
A spot he's no stranger to this year, 0-2.
Lance, I've been told Manning's going to play a little with the varsity this afternoon.
We'll see.
Looking forward to that. He deserves it. He's been the most consistent hitter all year.
Yeah, he jams him, but that one's going to get down.
Get down. Yep. Man,
Gavin's digging towards second. He's going to be in there.
Safe. Yes.
That's what Coach Kent Metter called a hustle double, where you turn a single into a double.
You know, and that's all Manning there because Coach Williams was directing Gavin at third, and we don't have a first base coach. I don't know where Coach No was. He shows up now, but Manning had to make that decision on his own. Good aggressive base running there. Just beats the throw with a head first slide, gets his hand underneath the tag, in there safe with his double.
Going to bring up Caden Freetag.
Caden walloped one the other day.
Yeah, Caden got his first high school home run Saturday, Freona. Pickoff attempt there. Curveball in the dirt.
Well, that bounced about 3 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah.
Thing broke hard.
Yeah, it did.
Good curveball, just needs the plate about 3 or 4 yards in front.
Yeah, if the pitcher figures that one out, that's going to be nasty.
So Manning stands on third now for Caden. No outs.
Caden chops that one. Manning should have been coming home on that play as Caden runs that out. Yeah, ball in the hole, he's got to be coming.
Yeah, it's deep enough in the hole. Nobody hurt there, though, you know. No outs. Runners on the corner now.
Going to bring up Joaquin.
Sometimes that's Coach Williams' job, you know, in that corner on the third baseline to remind those base runners, hey, something in the hole, we're going. You know, straight in on the corners, we got to hold.
Bunt, pulls back. But Caden's going to take second. That ball bounces straight back to the catcher, so Manning stays at third.
About a 2-foot brick wall here on the backstop. There is a padding straight behind the catcher, so anything goes straight back, it's going to die. That ball actually ricocheted further than I thought it would, though.
I agree. Joaquin hammers out in the left field. That's going to be deep enough to, well, should be deep enough to score Manning. Hey, and this is something I didn't see there. We worked on. Connor's got to tell him to get down and you're up or what's going on there.
Yeah, next guy up to bat has got to be right down the line, telling him, hey, you're up, you're down, you're up, you're down.
I think that's what you were fixing to say, too.
Well, no, I was going to point out Idalou makes a big mistake there. There's got to be a cutoff there.
Yeah.
There's no cutoff because if they cut that off, they probably get Caden at third.
Hey, good job at Caden recognizing. I'll bring up Connor Shires. Pitch upstairs.
Big gaps here at the Idalou field. 380 to center. What is it? 320 down the lines.
Pitch is in there for a strike.
73-mile-an-hour fastball.
So far, man, this pitcher's pitching good. We're just hitting him.
Yeah. You know, we've been on a hitting, streak here for quite a while now. Now, I remember specifically Bryce telling me Coach Parrish gathered them all together, the JV group, and said, quit swinging so hard. I need about a 70% swing. And ever since then, it seems like they've been patiently now stroking everything.
Get out of there by Connor.
See a lot of good contact hits, you know, whereas before, you know, everything's popping up,
Right.
You know, and everybody was just really trying to hammer it. I think guys are trying to hit line drives, and some of the balls are actually going and traveling further.
Good job there by Connor. Foul that one off.
That would have been a called strike 3 on the corner. 2-2 now. 2-0 Mustangs. Only one out. Nice looking field that Idalou's got here. Grass field.
Connor hammers that one into left center. We'll bring Caden in. Connor's hustling to second. He's going to get in and stand up double.
Good hit by Connor there.
You know, last year, you weren't here. We faced a really good pitcher here last year. It took us a couple of innings to figure him out, and then we started hitting him. But I like the way this one's starting off.
Tell you what, they are sitting back, seeing the pitch really good, and they're hammering it to left.
Yep.
Everything being pulled right now, which is fine because they're seeing it so good.
One thing I can say about this team, not only this team, but a lot of teams in general, we just don't hit bad pitching very well. Like slower pitching, we have a hard time making that adjustment.
Pickoff move to second goes by the shortstop. Center fielder's there to back him up. Mustangs wearing red shirts today and white pants. White stripes on, or red stripes on the white pants today. Nice looking pants. Connor's going.
Yep.
There you go.
Connor, good.
You know, he recognizes that he makes a pickoff throw, right, and he throws it wild. So you think he's going to come back again? No. And Connor's recognizing that's maturity right there. He knows that pitcher's not going back with the second pickoff move.
Yeah, he timed him up well. Pitch outside.
Manufacturing a lot of runs here in the first inning so far. 3 runs so far.
Three-0 Trenton. All right, 4 balls to Trenton, draws the walk. Gonna bring up Cash.
Runners on the corners now for the Mustangs. Only 1 out. See if Coach Williams maybe has a hit and run going on here. Good opportunity to put something in action here. Good contact hitter. He's going to turn and bunt.
Yep, and they're
With
gonna
that fake. This could score a run here,
Yep.
though.
They're gonna get him, but
Yeah, we're going to score a run.
Oh no, he called him safe.
Oh, wow.
Well, Trenton going on first movement there. I like it.
And I wonder if that wasn't by design. Although I will say this, we've been picked off by that move a couple of times already this year.
Yeah.
We got to learn that fake
And
to third to make sure that
You're right.
he doesn't come back to first.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You may know this, but high school is the only place you're able to fake that move to third and go home. Or college too.
I believe in the pros, that's a new rule only in the last couple of years.
Yeah. Ball hammered. Foul. Sorry, not trying to put you on the spot.
No. I think you are correct on that. We've talked about this before. In the majors, you don't see a lot of pickoff moves even to third at all anymore.
Right.
I mean, they just don't think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth the mistake. It's not. You don't really pick them off that often over there.
Another spin move there.
Big sweeping curveball.
Swinging.
We've seen that curveball so far.
Trenton
gets hung up.
Yeah, Trenton thought that was 3 outs. So Trenton thought that was the 3rd out, was casually jogging.
No, what he's telling Coach Williams right now is he saw the catcher do a lob throw, and he thought he was going to have enough time to get over to third, and I think he still would have gotten there with plenty of time. But he just kind of double thinks there and, slows him down.
I'll bring up Cruz. And I've heard their burgers are really good here. I'm
Smell
going to have to have one. Oh, yeah, right here behind us. Didn't get a chance to eat lunch, so that actually sounds pretty good. Ball hammered foul.
We're seeing this so far. We're ahead of the pitch. Really pulling everything. It means that we're seeing the ball good.
How hard's he throwing?
70, low 70s.
Gotcha.
So 0-2 now to Cruz. Expect he'll see that big breaking ball here. And Cruz has got to recognize that, right? Move up in the box a little bit. Just try to foul it off or sit back and make sure you drive it up the middle. Do not try to pull this breaking pitch. That's exactly what Cruz does. Moves up a little bit in the box.
Well, fastball.
And he rips it down the line.
It's going to score Trenton. Cruz is digging for 2.
And he's there standing up. Boy, we are really hammering everything.
I like it. Really messes up the coach's game plan when you come out hitting like this.
Cruz is pitching today, so there'll be a pinch runner for him. Looks like Holt's going to come out and run for him.
Bring up Landon.
It's 5-0 now. Mustangs, top of the first. There's 2 outs. Runner on second.
First pitch in the dirt. Catcher can't find it.
That pitch bounces up, catches him in the shoulder, catches the umpire in the shoulder, and ricochets the opposite direction. Tough play for a catcher right there.
Swing and a miss. What pitch was that? It had some drop on it, but it wasn't a curveball.
Let's see. I didn't have the speed on it, but I would guess maybe a changeup.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Fastball on the outside corner. Yeah, Lannon's pulling his head there a little bit. Keep that head in.
1-2 count to Landon.
1-2. Expect that curveball here. Although he has challenged people with his fastball.
Well, good job there fouling that one off.
73 mile an hour on that fastball.
That's what I like. It's too close to let go, but not where you want to or can drive it. So just foul it off.
This pitcher throws that curveball, but he doesn't look like he's comfortable throwing it.
Right. Yeah.
Because in the situations where you'd think he'd throw it, he doesn't throw it.
I think here it comes. Catcher's. Nope. Well, skies that one. The left.
That's got a chance to find a hole, though.
Yep, that ball's going to fall.
Yeah, right off the bat there, I mean, you can see that that's a little bit too deep for the third baseman, and the shortstop was not breaking hard for that ball.
Right. No.
So it finds a hole, and Landon's on first. RBI single.
I'll bring up Connor Loafman.
Mustangs
Connor's
really
swinging a different bat today.
Mustang's really doing a lot of damage here in this first inning. This guy's throwing a lot of pitches so far.
Pickoff attempt at first. He's pitching well. We're just hitting.
Yeah, he throws a fastball, and it's in the strike zone. We're hammering it. There hasn't been very many swing and misses.
No. Pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Landon gonna take second.
Now, I know Idalou's our rival, but we're sticking it to them right now. Holy cow, no mercy out there. Every pitch is a hit or a steal or some kind of positive move for the Mustangs.
Definitely making a statement.
We've talked about it here. This JV team is playing like a varsity team right now. There's
that jams him, but he's got the speed. He's close play at first.
good play by the third baseman.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good, solid, clean play. Mustangs score 6 in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, 6-0. Cruz Dixon gets the assignment to pitch today. Been a little bit since Cruz pitched. Talked about this. These pitchers are only getting to pitch like every 10 days
Yeah.
because of how deep our pitching is going, our starting pitching. First pitch, guy turns to bunt.
No, he just messing with us.
Pulls back and fouls it off down the first baseline, almost into the Mustang dugout.
You got to think when you're showing bunt that early, you're not really going to bunt. You're just trying to draw the infield in, so maybe you can slap one past them.
They're not tricking anybody. Does have a nice set of green gloves, though.
Cruz gets him with the curveball.
Nice pitch there. Almost a little bit of a slider there, I think. The way that he pulled through that ball right there. Got him 0-2.
Curveball in the dirt.
Cruz he has all those pitches. He can throw them all. He's got the fastball, the curveball, slider, and the changeup.
Fouls that one off. Just barely got a piece of it.
Only 70 miles an hour there. Couldn't figure out what that was. It did have some kind of a break to it.
Yeah.
Looked like maybe a tight curveball. Defensively for the Mustangs, Caden Freetag at first, Trenton's at second.
Dancing.
Gavin too at short.
Yeah.
Manning's
doing it. Everybody's doing the dance from the softball sound system. Curveball in the dirt.
Tries another curveball there and misses short. Connor Loafman at left field, Connor Shires at center, Landon Freetag.
Yeah. We got the whole infield dancing.
Right.
That's going to get him.
Right down the middle.
I went and helped the blue out there. I called it. Froze him with the fastball. I like it.
One up, one down.
Good sequence of pitches there by Cruz.
Love Cruz's high leg kick.
Mind you, Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't see that in a lot of young pitchers. You know,
I agree.
It's not really taught anymore.
Chop to third, short. Oh, off of Gavin's glove.
Ball pops up to his eye level, and you would think it's right there at your eye level, but I think he was looking at first.
Yeah, I agree.
Took his eyes off the ball.
I was just about to say he knew he was going to have to hurry because of that high chop. I think you're right. Just took his eyes off of it just for a second.
So Idalou right here around home, like everybody else, has like a little bit of a berm, you know, where the dirt meets the grass. And Joaquin was going to back that up. He hit that and tripped.
I got you.
He's going to have to watch out for that.
Another chopper to short. Oh, Manning not quite able to get there.
High on the throw.
Nobody covering third there as Manning was coming in to get it. G backhanded it. Tough play.
Yeah, 2 infield hits here. Both of them would have been bang plays.
Oh.
Joaquin's catching today. I failed to mention that. Throws out some signals on a first and third situation here. You're up 6-0, so I mean, if you want to throw down, you can.
Yeah.
Ball sticks in Joaquin's glove as he's trying to make the transfer. Looked like he was going back to the pitcher all along.
Yeah, I agree.
They were going to give up the stolen base there no matter what. Runners on second and third now. 1 out.
Pitch misses low.
Down just a little bit.
Another ball downstairs.
78 miles an hour on that fastball. So I imagine maybe we'll see Cruz top 80 here. He warms up.
Pitch upstairs. That's going to load them up.
Got to remember here, he's up 6-0. You know, throw strikes, put your defense behind you. Hey, Madeline, good to see you today. That's his daughter joins right next to me. Nice, pretty smile.
Joaquin going to call
Sporting her
timeout.
red shallow water shirt. Nice. Really impressed at how green this grass is.
Oh, what's going on there? Cruz was saying something about licking my fingers. I am wiping it off, but I don't know if that's what Joaquin was talking to him about.
I don't know.
He kind of, made a motion towards the umpire. Corners in here.
Fastball stays up there. Ball one.
Pitch chopped. Fouled on the third base line.
75 miles an hour on that fastball. Once again, we got the softball team playing behind us, and they're honoring their seniors.
The lone senior is what I heard.
Lone senior. I think I heard that too. Yeah, only one senior on the Idalou softball team. Good round of cheers behind us, though. Good support for that young lady.
Curveball.
Ooh, nice.
Drops in there.
He had to think about that a little bit. He was kind of wondering, what did I just see?
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. I think that's the first time we've seen an inside curveball this game.
That was a great pitch. I mean, it had me fooled.
There it is again. He's going to get him. Big strikeout there to get the second out of the inning. Now you can go to the nearest base.
Good pitch.
That's big.
Good pitch sequence there. He kind of like a tight, faster curveball, and then comes right behind it with a slow breaking curveball. We've talked about this before. Speed adjustment is harder to pick up than actually curve on the ball.
Curveball inside.
That one hangs on him a little bit there. I wonder if that pitch before on that little tight curveball was not a slider.
Yeah, probably.
Kind of had a little bit of a move like a slider. Then he comes back with a slow curveball. That's a good fastball right there. 75 miles an hour on the outside corner. 1-1 now. Cruz trying to pitch out of a jam here.
Foul ball.
Challenges him with a fastball right down the middle, 75 miles an hour. What kind of bat is this guy using, Lance? That's a sharp-looking bat.
It says Tank.
Man, look at that thing. Fluorescent colors.
Cruz. Ball two.
This kid looks like he plays travel ball. He's got the Bruce Bolt gloves and the wristbands and foot guard. Have you seen that meme?
Yes.
The guy takes off like about 30 pieces of equipment. Like, these are our day and age travel ball. Ooh.
Cruz with the sidearm.
We've seen Cruz do that before.
Yep.
He's been effective with that before. Full count now. Come on, Cruz. Let's get out of this.
Runner's going. A little slow roller to Trenton. Toss it over to first. Mustangs get out of the inning with the bases loaded.
Good job working out of a jam there.
Yeah,
you know, he never got nervous. You just saw him stay patient, calm there. I'm talking about Cruz and Trenton.
Yeah.
Both of them there. Good work right there. We go to the top of the second inning, 6-0 Mustangs.
this year. G going to lead things off. Mustangs back at the top of the lineup.
Those of you just joining us, this is the second inning. We betted through the lineup in the
Yes,
first
sir.
inning.
I like it.
Mustangs up 6-0. Scored 6 in that first inning on several hits.
Catches the outside corner.
You almost know when this guy's going to call a strike now because he kind of just shifts his hips a little bit
Yeah.
and he just wait for that hand to go out.
Right. G fouls that one off.
Love these big, tall foul poles.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, every
That and the covered stands. I like that.
Yeah.
Even though we're not in it, but. G fouls that one off. Stay alive. Manning getting tired of chasing foul balls over there.
You know, early in the season, the covered stands is not good.
Right, yeah.
But it gets a little warmer. It's nice to have some shade.
Well, I mean, today is perfect. Wind's blowing out. Curveball just misses the plate. What was it, 70? Low 70s today? I hadn't looked.
Barely, maybe just hit 70.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Last I looked, it was like 67.
G hammers that one. It's going to get down in the left field.
Same thing as his first hit there. He just really turns on it, rips it down the left field line, drops in for a single.
Bring up Manning.
This Idalou pitcher's just got to be a little frustrated. I mean, he's throwing hard, he's throwing strikes, but we're killing him. Imagine G's going after one pitch here. There he goes.
Yep. Pitch outside. G's going.
Nothing that catcher could do with that pitch. It broke hard to the outside. He had to reach across his body to grab it and then throws down. Of course, that makes his throw offline. And G's in there at second base.
Steps off the back, the rubber.
Exactly what you want to do at second base. If you're G, get into his head, right?
Yep, no doubt.
He's thinking about you, and he can't think about pitching at home.
All right. Manning hammers that one into center field. It's going to be caught, though. And G, nobody's covered second base.
I guess the shortstop was expecting the second baseman to go to the base, and the second baseman said, "No, short, that's you." And coach gonna make a substitution here. He's had enough of the shortstop.
Yep.
Like, you know what? I'm tired of you sitting and watching balls. That's 2 or 3 balls now that you're just watching. A good hit there by man. That was a good inside-out swing.
Yeah.
Right up the middle, just
right at him.
And center fielder's playing a little bit shallow.
Right. We'll bring up Caden. Yeah, ball struck well. Just ain't nothing you can do about it. Pick off a temp.
That was right on target. G's back. Now let's see if G does what Connor did.
No
he
doubt.
recognizes that, hey, he's probably not coming back for another one.
G's got a big lead over there.
He can go if he wants.
Oh, Caden hits that one. That's just foul.
Just foul.
And it was.
It was.
I want to say it was fair, but no, it was foul.
So we're sitting off to the right side of the plate here, so we can see almost right down the third base line, and it was probably about 6 inches foul. Once again, we're seeing this ball so good that the guys are wanting to really pull it, and they're doing a good job pulling it. I mean, we've seen it already a couple of times where they've fouled a ball off to the left side, but then they come right back and put one in the gap. Expect Caden put this in the gap right now.
G dancing around, getting 3 looks there by the pitcher. Foul tip in the catcher's glove.
Good fastball there by the pitcher. Challenges him up a little bit there. Caden behind that pitch. Caden may be expecting a curveball there and just behind that fastball a little bit. 0-2 now.
Pitch low. Caden better stay in the box.
He does. Yep. He just points to that, hey, I was right there in the box.
Yep.
Good job by Caden. You know, he already got called one time. He's not going to have it happen again.
Yep.
He remembers. He's learned.
Pitch in the dirt.
Learned.
Learned.
I always thought that was a funny word, you know? Learned.
2-2 count to Caden.
Real big gaps in the outfield. Right center and left center. It's wide open.
Caden hammers that one. It's going to get through. Caden takes a turn. Going to hold up at first.
You know, the way that Caden's swinging the bat these days, I mean, I don't think you can get anything by him.
No, I agree.
I mean, he's just pulling pitches right there. He takes one on the outside corner right up the middle. Good hitting.
Need to hop over on Game Changer and see what this pitcher's pitch count is so far.
Brings up Joaquin, runner at first. 7-0 now. Good group here in the stands, Lance.
Yeah.
4:30 on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yep. Pitch in the dirt. Caden's going to take second. Let's see if I can get a pitch count. I know this ain't right because according to Game Changer, he's only thrown 14 pitches.
Yeah, that ain't right. 14 this inning, maybe.
Yeah.
Big lead by Caden over there. If he wants, he can take it.
Pitch in there for a strike to Joaquin.
The pitch backs up on Joaquin there a little bit. Thought it was inside, but it just kind of stays far enough inside to get the strike call.
Pick off attempt. Spin, I guess he didn't throw it. Well, you're right. There is a pretty good crowd here for a JV baseball game.
A lot of people here.
On both sides.
Came for the burgers.
Yeah.
Of course, this is a rivalry game. Kids on both sides of both teams are friends.
Yes,
hang out on the weekends sometimes.
Yeah, we didn't do that back in the day.
Lance, we had real good rivalry back where I went to high school.
Oh, pitch in the dirt.
Between Stephenville and Brownwood, and we actually became friends with some of the Brownwood players, yeah. Just mutual respect, you know.
Right.
A lot of good ball games between the two of us.
Well, nowadays with social media and Snapchat, man, these kids, like, they know each other, they talk to each other, hang out with each other. Pitch upstairs. Joaquin's going to draw the walk.
We've had a couple of these Idalou guys over at our house on the weekend. They're respectful kids.
Yes, sir.
Good farming town. They work out hard. They're trying just as hard as anybody, but Shallowater's just a lot of talent right now.
Oh, yeah.
Really good talent playing. Coach Parrish called Bryce into his office yesterday, and I mean, he was really just talking about the talent level on this JV team, and he's excited for the future.
Yeah.
I know he's excited right now for what varsity's doing right now, but he's also excited what he sees in the future.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of these boys are showing that right now.
Colton Moyer is going to come in and pinch run for Joaquin. We are going to see a pitching change.
This is the shortstop going the pitch? I think it is. See, potentially maybe after this inning, Coach Williams doesn't go back to what he's done, swap out a bunch of players. Seems to be kind of his routine here of late. Get up big, and after 2 at-bats, kind of start swapping people out. Now, Coach Williams went to Shallowater, right? Graduated
Yes,
from
sir.
Shallowater?
Yes, sir.
So he understands this rivalry.
Right.
Maybe he's like, you know what? I don't care for these guys too much.
Well, here's the difference in this team, I think, personally, and the other teams we've seen is, they could probably put 6 runs back on you in an inning if they,
All right.
I mean.
All right. They got some big kids out there,
yeah, yeah, no doubt.
There's some corn-fed boys out here. Or
I think they're
beef-fed,
yeah,
right?
right.
All them burgers.
I think they're a good team. We're just hitting the ball.
Nobody has slowed down our offense for quite a while.
No, sir.
Kind of maybe I'd like to go back and replay some of those games we lost earlier in the season to see where we are now.
Yes, sir. No, for sure. Get some of those 4 and 5A schools.
But I know Coach Parrish said that, after that Slayton game was canceled, and of course the Muleshoe game being canceled this Thursday, that he's looking for somebody for these boys to, have an extra game or two. And sure it'd be nice to see him pick up a game, maybe some good competition.
Yes, sir. Connor Shires up to bat. Shows bunt, ball in the dirt.
That ball in the dirt's going to allow Colton to go to second, which now probably takes the bunt off.
Yeah.
Allows Connor to swing here.
I think Connor leads the team in bunts this year. He seems to get that call a lot. Pitch misses inside.
That pitcher is so tall, his pants don't even fit. He's got some high waters on there. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Apparently, they don't have any JV pants that fit him. Nice hard fastball there. How tall do you think he is, Lance? 6'3"?
Yeah, probably.
6'4"?
He's tall.
Yeah.
Pitch in the dirt.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Caden going to take home easily. Colton's going to move over to third.
Caden dirtied up the plate, so the umpire's got to clean it off. He's like, really? You didn't have to slide.
Better safe than sorry, but yeah.
I wonder when the day's going to come where he doesn't have a brush in his pocket but a can of air.
Right.
He just blows it off. It's coming.
And Connor's going to draw the walk.
Runners on the corners now for Trenton.
Yep.
Might see some kind of a bunt right here.
Varsity team just showing up. Let's go hit in the cages.
Now, if I'm Trenton here, I purposely miss this bunt. Connor's fast enough. He can get to second without a bunt. There he goes.
He's going to hammer it to the left field.
It stays up long enough.
Colton not tagging.
Colton
took off towards home. And T-Dub's letting him know about it.
Yeah, anything in the air, you got to be there.
Yep.
Back on the base.
No doubt.
Because Colton's not back and there's not even at least a throw, Connor Shires has to stay at first.
I'll bring up Cash. Cash going to get one by the third baseman, so that one doesn't really matter. Connor's going to trot over to third. Ball gets by the left fielder.
Coach Williams was signaling go.
Yeah, he was.
He must have said stop at the very end.
He must have, because, his arms were waving Connor home. scoreboard updated.
Good hit by Cash there, right down the line, past the third baseman. The runner's at second and third now. Cruz up the bat.
Cruz going to get that one by the third baseman. That should bring in two. Cash on his horse.
Almost a replay of his first hit right there. Just right past the third baseman. Brings in two. Pinch runner now coming in for Cruz. Like that's Holt.
Holt. Bring up Landon Freetag again.
Mustangs doing their thing again. 5 runs in this inning. It's 11-0 now, Mustangs.
Skied into the infield. Shortstop calling for it. He's going to make the play for the third out, but not before the Mustangs are able to put another 5 on the board.
It doesn't matter who they bring in to pitch. It doesn't matter at this point. 11-0. Top going to the bottom of the second. All right, here we go. Bottom of the second. Cruz going back to work.
Skied to Manning at third. He's looking at the dugout. Oh, snow cones it. Thought he was going to run into the dugout fence there for a second.
Manning does the right thing there. He goes over and finds the dugout and then plays the ball back into the field. That's the correct play. Of course, the wind is blowing left to right, so that pushes that ball back in. Good play by Manning there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Pitch in there for a strike. And there's the good old Victus pencil bat.
I don't know how successful it's been, though.
I don't know. I mean, they make good wooden bats. I always like their wooden bats. I don't know much about their BB core bats, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they make a good. The Knox is one of the better bats I've seen being swung. I don't keep up with it near like I used to when I was coaching. You know, everybody'd ask me, what bat's the one to get? What's, you know, so I do research, but man, go watch a college game. See what those guys are swinging. That'll tell you a lot.
Now, if the color's any indication on that bat, that's a good bat because you don't want to hit it off the eraser.
That's right. That's right.
That's the soft part of the bat.
You're right.
You want to hit it on those number 2 lines. there for Cruz, kind of a short batter.
Pokes that one foul.
Into the shallow water dugout. You guys try to make a play on it, but it gets through.
Runner goes. He timed Cruz up perfectly on that one.
Yeah. You know, with that big leg kick, if you
Yeah.
do get him with it coming up in the air just right, you're going to get the base.
It's that ball. Trenton makes the catch. Running back into right field. Good job there by Trenton.
That ball off the bat looks like it's going to drop for a single. It's over his head, but boy, he got on his horse and he sticks his hand up as high as he can and makes that catch.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be in the right field as well.
I thought a good piece of hitting there, but Trenton runs that down and steals one. Good play, Trenton. 2 outs now.
Runner goes. Cruz is going to step off and get him in a pickle. He tried it again and it didn't work. Manning holds on to that too long, though, and he's safe at second. Looks like Manning was a little upset with himself on that.
Does the right thing there by running him back to the base, you know, that he was previously at. You don't want him to advance.
Right.
Just a little late on the throw there.
Pitches in there for strike.
Drops down a little bit on that sidearm motion there.
Yeah, Cruz's mom helping him out with the call there in case he was indecisive. Skies that one up.
Joaquin's got a chance here.
Joaquin not able to make that catch. Yeah, Joaquin disgusted with himself a little bit there.
He wanted that one. You know, catchers, you don't get a lot of chances to make plays in the field, and that's one of them right there.
No, for sure. And that's a tough play to make. I mean,
hardest position in baseball.
Yeah.
Catcher position.
The wind kind of blowing that one back into the field.
Not only that, but when your head's straight up in the air like that, I mean, you can get a little bit dazed.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of vertigo sitting in there. Good block there. Runner does advance to third. 1 and 2, 2 outs. Let's see if Cruz can get out of this one like last time. No runs scored.
There's that sidearm going to freeze him.
That's
for the
it.
strikeout.
Good pitch in there. Changes his delivery there. Really fools the batter. Gets him for strike 3. Gets out of the inning.
I like it.
Still pitching a shutout. 11-0 now. Feeling the love from the stands on that one.
Connor Loafman going to lead things off in the top of the third.
All right, Lance, as usual, I got a trivia question for you.
All right.
Since you're so good at these.
I am not good at these.
You're going to get this one. I have confidence you're going to get this one. I don't even know if I'm going to get it.
Oh.
I remember the question. I just don't remember all the answers.
Gotcha.
But we'll see if we can get them. I believe there's 7 teams. We'll wait for this pitch. 7 teams in the major leagues, Major League Baseball, that do not have red or blue in their colors. 7 teams that don't have red or blue in their color. Let's see if we can get all 7.
Cardinals.
Cardinals red.
Oh, red. Right up.
Can't
Sorry.
have red or blue.
Sorry.
If you want to chime in, go right ahead.
Dude, I can't do trivia and run the scoreboard.
You can do it. We got some time.
How about the Orioles?
Orioles is one. Good.
Okay.
Black and orange. Yes.
Sorry. I don't listen very well.
Yep.
All right. How you said 7?
Yes. That's one. I think there's 7. There might be more, but I think there's 7.
Loafman gonna draw the walk.
When I say blue or red, any form of blue.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. Now I'm gonna mess up on the scoreboard now. So now I'm thinking I'll bring up G. Fouls that one off in on his hands. All right, let's see here. Red or blue?
Don't have red or blue in their colors. Any form of red or blue.
Pick off attempt.
So I'm going to give you a hint. You said the Orioles, they're black and orange. Mm-hmm. There's another team in the major leagues that's black and orange.
Upstairs, G. All right, well, this isn't one of them, but okay. The Pirates.
The Pirates, good.
Yeah.
Yellow and black. Yep, that's 2 of them.
Who else is black and orange? G, watch that pitch in there for a strike. Fouls that one off to stay alive. All right. Who else is black and orange? You'd say it, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm going to give you another hint. You want another hint?
Yeah, I want another hint.
Okay, there's a team that does not have yellow or red in their uniform, and they look similar to this Idalou team.
Gee, swing and a miss there. Hold on, say that again. I can't concentrate and do the scoreboard.
So there's a team.
Yes, it looks like the Idalou.
Yes, has the same colors as Idalou in the major leagues. For those of you who can't see, Idalou's colors are yellow and green.
Curveball drops in there for a strike. Yeah.
And I think he's remembering that Manning's had 2 really good hits off fastballs, so he stripes at a first pitch curveball there.
Pitch misses low and away.
The team I'm referring to currently doesn't have a home.
Dude, I don't keep up with
me. You stumped on this
yeah,
one?
I know, because I'm telling you, I can't focus on the scoreboard and trivia at the same time.
Should we phone a friend?
Rob,
yeah,
we
Rob
should.
Down here?
Yes.
Hey, Rob, Lance needs a little help on the trivia. Baseball. Major league teams that don't have red or blue in their uniforms. There's like 7, 8, or 9. I can't remember, but there's 7, I believe.
Oh, swing
White
and a miss
Sox.
on that.
Very good. White Sox.
White Sox, yeah. Oh, Black Sox. Or he said White Sox?
Yeah.
Black Sox.
You're thinking there's no Black Sox.
Oh, the White, yeah. Yeah, there is. We used to play for them.
No.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the White Sox. Yes, no.
The White
We've
Sox.
used, yes.
Yes, they're white and black.
Curveball. Gets him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, sorry. We played.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
The
Rob,
Oakland
yes,
A's.
yes.
The Oakland A's.
Sorry.
Same colors as Idalou. Green and...
So we played for the
So
Black
you get 2.
Sox.
Huh? The Rockies. Good. Colorado Rockies.
See,
got
Rob,
3.
all right, I'm going to get Rob to run the scoreboard so I can focus on this. There's that
Padres.
curveball again.
Very good. Rob's on a roll here. Padres. Brown and yellow.
Yep. Caden chops at that curveball.
He's
Third base
hustling.
coming,
He's
but
hustling.
lazy throw, and
Yes.
Caden's going to be safe.
Good job by Caden. Really digging in there, man. He was hustling. Big, long strides. And he beats out that throw. Slow throw there by that third baseman. You cannot make a throw like that third
No.
base.
In my defense, doing the scoreboard is like doing the books and game changer. If any of y'all ever done that,
Not easy.
it takes a lot of. Well, it's not hard. It
I
just
need to
takes a
do
lot
that
of my
for you,
focus.
'cause
All right.
But I don't know how to do it. I need to figure out how to do it. That way you can do the trivia questions.
How many are we at?
I think we're... Let's see. You had Orioles, Pirates. Rob guessed the Rockies, the White Sox, the Padres.
Padres.
5.
Okay. Pitch inside. Yeah, and I'm not looking. Somebody may be chiming in on the deal, and I'm not paying attention. So we're sitting down, and the camera's up higher than us.
Joaquin steps in for his third at bat. He's 2-0 right now. Probably going to get a fastball here.
There's that curveball.
Well, this guy's throwing a lot of curveballs.
Yeah, he is.
I think
And they're
he's-
working.
well,
I mean, they got.
He's afraid to throw a fastball.
Yeah, I mean, he got G swinging, got Manning looking. There it is again. Foul down the third base line.
Yeah, we were hammering the fastball, so why not? Yeah.
Yep.
Bring in your curveball pitcher and tell him stick with that curveball.
There's that curveball again. Good job by Joaquin to foul that off. Pitch in the dirt.
Allows Caden to advance to second.
Joaquin hammers that curveball.
That's going to be a one hop to the fence.
Yep.
That one hops the fence. Caden comes in and dirties the plate again.
Yep.
This umpire's like, are you kidding me? You again? Good hit by
It
Joaquin
just looked
there.
like Pete Rose. Didn't he used to slide at every
I
base?
think so. Charlie Hustle.
And I apologize. So you got me thinking the trivia. Now I got the scoreboard all jacked up. I apologize,
It doesn't matter.
guys.
It's a lot us and them none.
Give me just a second here.
13-0 us. Good hit by Joaquin. Really sat back on that pitch. That kid threw a fastball and we hammered it. Connor Shire's up to hit now.
Connor's going to hammer that one through left side of the infield. Joaquin's getting on his horse. He's going to come in to score. Connor.
Second, no tag.
Yeah.
Good hustle by Connor there. You know that the shortstop went to cover second. That was not his job.
No.
That pitcher threw it while he was covering it, not allowing his shortstop to get back in place, and he hits it right where the shortstop should be standing.
And no, you're exactly right. That's when the second baseman covers that. He's going to bring up Trenton. I think I got the scoreboard correct. No, I don't. No, you should be correct. Is that curveball?
Connor had a chance.
Connor was, halfway there. He could have made it to third easily.
I don't know what's going on there, but 14-0, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
I doubt it. Okay, pick off at second. Last time Connor took off after the pickoff. Let's see if that's not the case. That's what he's thinking right now. You can see it.
In the dirt. Chopped foul.
Runs count to 2-1.
Hammered off the pitcher's leg. Dude, he drilled him.
Yeah, that was straight back. That's what you hate to see happen, to be honest. I think I told you this before. I went to a pitching, there was a baseball camp when I was in high school, and the coach there, the baseball camp, all of us went to, do pitching, and he said, "Why would you ever want to be a pitcher?"
Yeah.
I mean, you're throwing the ball as hard as you can at the plate. Somebody's trying to hit it back at you as hard as they can. And you got no defense.
No.
In that situation right there, a big leg kick, his back leg swings around and his front leg's planted in the ground, and that ball comes right back and luckily hits him in a thigh.
Yeah.
In the knee there, or in the shin bone, maybe there's a lot more damage, but he's going to have a bruise.
Yeah, I'd like to know how fast that ball was traveling because he smoked
Good sportsmanship by Trenton going over. And like I said, there's a rivalry here, but there's also a camaraderie also, These boys respect each other. He's going to stay in and pitch. Way to tough it out.
Yeah, he's showing it right on the quad.
These Idalou boys are tough. Not as tough as we are, but they're tough.
He ought to give him a couple of pitches here, I would think. Well, maybe not.
Nope.
I would.
I would too. He's got to see how he's going to
give him a couple.
Balance on the mound there.
Guess not. He's ready to go.
First and third.
Bring up Cash.
Decent sportsmanship there also. I mean, we didn't try to score on that hit.
Do the Rockies.
The Rockies, good. Well, Rob got the Rockies, but...
we said the Rockies.
Dadgum,
I'm a visual guy.
But you did good. You got one there.
No, Rob already got it.
Rockies, of course, purple and black.
No. Swing and a miss. I may be wrong. What about Tampa Bay? Do they have?
Tampa Bay, I believe,
has a little bit of blue. Oh, yeah. Dude, what happened?
We looked at each other and
delay
strike 3 there.
No, I think Connor got thrown out at third.
What?
Yeah, because the third baseman threw the ball. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we missed that. Wow.
Kyla, what just happened there? We were talking. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
throw him
just
out
saw
at
the
third.
third baseman running in with the ball.
Maybe being just a touch aggressive there. Looks like we're going to have some defensive substitutions for the
Oh, yep.
Mustangs here.
Oh,
Bryce Cooper comes in at first. Holt's going to play second base. Gavin stays at short. Drake Cole comes in at third. Looks like Gavin White is going to be in left. Colton's going to play center.
V Hill comes in to catch.
Who's that in right field? Can't tell right now.
I can't.
Is that the new kid, number 1?
Thane?
Thane,
Yes,
maybe?
sir. I'm gonna see if anybody's
Chimed in on the
chimed in.
trivia?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. There's one team I will tell you, Lance, that I'm really surprised that you have not gotten so far.
What was that? Why
Obvious, no blue or red in this team. And you're still missing one team, and that's black and orange. You guessed
the
Baltimore.
Oh, I did. Did not.
You got Baltimore,
the
but there is another team that's black and orange in the league.
Detroit Tigers.
Detroit Tigers is navy blue. That is a
Dang
navy
it!
blue. Yeah.
I'm not doing so good.
I believe they're navy blue.
Black and
That could be one that I am mistaken on. If somebody knows there, it's potentially possible that the Tigers are black and white. Told you I could remember most of them. There was one or two that I thought.
Do we say the Rockies? We already.
The Rockies, Rob got, but good job. You got the Rockies. I don't think you already guessed the Rockies, though. Purple and black there.
No. Dude, I'm out, evidently.
No, there's more.
Pitch just misses.
I'll just tell you this. The other black and orange is on the other coast. And then there's a black and white team on the other coast. You're missing two teams that are on the coast.
Gotcha. Oh, 3-0 count here. Ball 4, so it draws the leadoff walk. Oh, San Francisco.
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah.
Good. Black and orange. There you go. So if I'm not mistaken, I think you're down to one team. And this would have been, I thought, would have been the first. Now, I might be mistaken because it might be that Detroit is black and white. This other team is navy blue and white. So I could be mixed up. But this other team is also either a navy blue and white or black and white. And I believe they're black and white.
Hold on, say that again. They're what? Black and what?
I believe they're black and white. Yeah, I believe they're black and white. I believe that Detroit Tigers is navy blue and white.
Gotcha.
I'm almost for sure this last team is black and white.
Give me another hint.
Oh, the infamous black and white pinstripes.
Pitches in there for strike 2, black and white.
They are well known for their black and white pinstripes.
Yeah. Pitch outside. I know this ain't it. 'Cause, all I can think about is New York. But, I mean.
The Yankees.
Really? I thought they were dark blue.
So that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's the Tigers that are black and white
I thought.
and the pinstripe, the navy blue and
Yeah.
white for the Yankees, but I always thought it was black and white pinstripes for the Yankees.
See, I was thinking they were dark blue.
And so I might be wrong, and you guessed Detroit earlier, and that's
Okay.
the right answer,
Okay.
and then Yankees is the wrong.
Right?
I get those two
Okay.
mixed up. So I think you got them all.
Oh, that's a
I believe
first.
you got them all. Yeah, the Padres, the Athletics, and the Giants on the West Coast. Good pitch there by Cruz.
Cruz gets him swinging.
Good fastball on the outside corner. Brings him up. And you got the Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
You got the White Sox.
Yeah.
And then Detroit.
And the Black Sox.
And the Black Sox. Apparently, I think that was in the Negro League, but maybe
It was. Yeah.
we'll count it. And then the Orioles.
Gotcha.
Good job.
Oh.
I believe that's 7, right? 3 on the West Coast. Colorado. Detroit. Let's say
A good block there by Jared to keep that
White
in front
Sox, Pittsburgh, and the Orioles. 8 teams.
8.
8.
All right. Dude, I like the trivia. Like I said, I can't focus back and forth. Showing bunt here. Drake coming in. He pulls back. Gonna chop that one. Idalou's gonna score their first run.
Oh no! Just over Holt's reach there. That ball hits the lip of the grass right where the dirt meets the grass and just jumps right up above his head. He took a stab at it, but it was just high enough to get over his reach. I have to give credit a little bit of these trivia to my wife.
I'm not sure. Somebody's telling me Detroit is navy blue.
Yeah, see, that's where I think
Yeah.
they're navy blue and the Yankees are
I gotcha.
black and white. I believe Detroit has red in there too because the Tiger has a little red.
Yeah, that's good. Good throw there by Jared.
Now you could make a little bit of a argument for Miami or Tampa Bay. You know, those are teal and
Ball's gonna drop right
that
there.
does drop.
Just
I thought it was out of play.
no, it's good hustle there by Bryce and Hawkins to try to get to that ball, and it just drops in no man's land. Oh, Billy said he chimed in with the Giants 20 minutes ago on the chat, but I hadn't
That
looked.
was the other black and orange.
Yeah.
I was thinking, how are you not going to get this one? But you got Orioles really quick. I did not get Orioles real quick. I missed Orioles. And for the life of me, I could not think of the Padres.
Yeah.
And, my wife had to help me with the Padres.
Pitch in the dirt there by Cruz. I apologize. Like I said, the camera's up above us, and we're sitting down relaxing in chairs today. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
So every year for the last few years, we've done a baseball trip, and we actually went to the Tiger Stadium last year.
Gotcha.
Beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, really good. And you want to see one of the best fireworks shows after a game on the weekend?
Mm.
It's there. It's great. Good fan base there, you know, stuck with them through the bad times and the good
Right.
times. They've got a decent team now.
Yeah.
You know, they play some pretty decent baseball. My grandfather was a diehard Tigers fan.
Gotcha.
Grew up in Michigan and took my uncle to a lot of Tiger games.
Billy says after standing through the game at Friona, sitting down is encouraged today. Ball 4 going to load them up. See if
Well,
we can find out.
Cruz loads the bases here. Apparently he likes to pitch out of jams. He's done it twice so far. Maybe exactly what he needs here is load him up and get out of a jam here. 1 out, bases loaded.
Cruz only at 55 pitches.
Wow, that's barely bullpen work right there.
Yeah.
He'd come back and pitch tomorrow with that.
No. Swing and a miss.
What do we got on time?
Man, I've got about 10. Well, we started early too. I'll get up and check the clock. The ball hit to right field. Going back, makes the catch. Dang. It's going to bring another one in.
Still can't tell who that is in right field.
That's
is
Stain, isn't
That
it?
was a good play. He ran back on that ball and then picks it up in the air and comes into it.
Yeah.
Putting himself in position to make the catch and then a good throw. No, get it.
No. Oh. Thank you.
Little rucka phobia here. Lance killing a spider.
Pitch misses off the plate. Upstairs for ball 2. Runner goes. Curveball in there for strike 1.
You know, you said the Black Sox, and I was like, well, that is the Yankees, you know.
Right.
You were right.
Not really. Like I said, we played for a Black Sox team for several years.
This year on our baseball trip, we'll hit Seattle.
Gotcha.
San Diego. And San Francisco.
Curveball drops in there.
We're also going to see a game, Rangers and Angels, but we've been to that ballpark before.
Gotcha.
This week I'll be headed to Arlington to watch Rangers Dodgers. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was close.
Shallow water, not happy with that call, but
that was close.
It was.
Good job by Jared trying to frame it there, and just a little too far outside. Doesn't get the call.
T-Dub going to call timeout. Go talk to Cruz.
I'm wondering if he's seeing maybe a little bit of control issue here, or maybe he's got him on a pitch count. He hadn't come out to grab the ball from his hand, so they're just going to talk it over and say, hey, what's going on here? Maybe encouraging his young pitcher here, saying, hey, you got 2 outs.
Yeah.
You know, bases are loaded. Let's make sure that actually runners on first and second. Let's get out of this. Runners, bases are loaded. I think I've mentioned this before, but when I grew up as a boy in Arizona, the closest baseball team to us was the Dodgers.
Gotcha.
So we grew up Dodger fans. Of course, when we moved to Texas, we converted and became Ranger fans. This week, I'll get to see 2 of my favorite teams. Ooh, good curveball.
Yep.
Yes.
Whatever Coach Williams said should work.
Coach Williams had success in his visits, mound
I
visits.
agree.
You know, you always like to see when you go out there and the next pitch is a strike. Good job by Coach Williams.
Very efficient with them.
Pitch. That one's not going to go far enough. Right back to Jared. Well, they got a pad in the back here, but it does not stop the ball.
No, I
It doesn't
agree.
slow it down that much either.
Yeah.
Ooh, good fastball.
Swing and a miss. That's a big old kid at bat right now.
I'm telling you. Some of these Idalou kids are big.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's why the football games are good. And the basketball.
Yeah, 1-2 count. There's that side arm. He's going to get him swinging.
Hits him.
That may be game.
Looks like they're going to call game on that one.
That'll do it.
Yep. Good game by the Mustangs. Once again, a blowout.
Good outing there by Cruz, too.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week. Hey, happy Holy Week, everybody. It's because of him that we're all here. He's risen.